Coming up on Hawk TV,
we take a look at block lunch,
a sophomore gymnast,
and boys soccer.
Good morning, Hebron High School. I'm Karen Roshanali.
And I'm Spencer Rojas. As the third week of block lunch comes to a close, I got to take a look on how students are spending their time. After a few weeks of block lunch, students have gotten an opportunity to utilize their time for other reasons than just eating lunch.
Lunch has given me an opportunity to dance during school, not just after school during DFC. We have a chance to go into the gyms on Thursdays during A block for DFC, and it just gives us more time to dance even if we can't stay after school.
Lunch, I think it's a great way for students to actually do a lot more things than they would, because some kids can't go to after school tutorials or stuff like that, so now we have more time to actually go to classes and actually do what we want.
Kind of like it. I like having the hour. You can pretty much do whatever you want. You can go wherever you want. You can eat wherever you want. So I really like that.
As students adjust to their new schedule, teachers also see the benefit of having the hour in the middle of the day.
I love having tutorials during block lunch. It's more convenient for my students to come in. It's also more convenient for me to just have it during the day rather than having to stay late or come early.
So far, the results have been, I think, how we planned them to be. I think students have had more choice of how they use their time during the school day. We planned on them being able to attend tutorials, and I think they've done that without being required, so that's been good. I think club participation is up, and that was obviously something that we had designed to do, and so that's been good as well. And so they've adapted really well, and I think they're taking advantage of the things that were intended.
I think they have helped because, especially for my students who have not been doing so well in my class, I have required them to come in for tutorials during block lunch and make up assignments or study before they retest or take a quiz again. And I have actually seen so far a few of their averages raise. So I think it's been beneficial, especially for those students who struggle.
Reporting for Hawk TV, I'm Spencer Rojas. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Spencer. For many years, sophomore Maya Finch has been balancing her time between her advanced classes and competitive gymnastics. Now to Sophia Kraft for the story. Since she was 7.5, Maya Finch has had numerous 3-hour practices at Northrop Gymnastics. By the time she entered 3rd grade, Finch had a demanding schedule to manage.
I usually wake up around 5:30 or 5:45 and I get ready for school. Then I go to school and I come home around 3:45 and I eat a quick snack, get ready for gymnastics, and then go to practice for about 3 hours, and then I do my homework until about midnight.
Though today Finch is accustomed to her busy schedule, her gymnastics career didn't begin with the intention of her joining team.
We put her in when she was 6 because she was extremely shy. She was very shy. We thought it would help her break out of her shell a little. We didn't really intend for her to compete, but the coaches said it was mandatory, and we really didn't know what to expect as far as her ability to perform in front of judges, but she did it, and she stuck with it, and she still loves it.
Within the upcoming weeks, Finch will prepare for the Level 7 state championships as well as train new skills for pre-elites.
She is currently competing in 2 different organizations. One is American Gymnastics Association, and she just moved up to a pre-elite. And she also competes through USA Gymnastics, which is a national organization, and she's a level 7. She has already qualified herself to state this year, which is excellent, and she is trying to qualify for the regional championships, which is in Colorado this year.
Despite sacrificing over 12 hours a week to gymnastics, Finch remains a straight-A student and is ranked within the top 10 people of her class.
Maya balances school and gymnastics really well. She's taking AP classes, so she takes a lot of time outside of the gym to keep her studies at a high grade level. And then in the gym, she practices 12 hours a week, so she obviously has to sacrifice some of her outside play time in order to make both be very successful.
I do get stressed and overwhelmed just because it's a lot of work and I don't really have as much free time as other people do, so I have to spend most of my time doing my homework or studying or working on stuff with gymnastics.
The pressure of performing well at school in gymnastics has had a major effect on Finch and her family. However, it's the love for the sport and the people involved that keep her coming back.
Gymnastics is a really good stress reliever because after school it gives you a couple of hours to get away from all your homework, all your tests or projects, and just have fun.
Sometimes we're tempted to quit gymnastics because the load is heavy as far as her schoolwork and her hours at gym every night. But she's a very focused person, so it's something else to focus on other than schoolwork. As well, she's also made some really good friends over the years at gymnastics. She's got some great friends on team, lasting friendships that she hasn't found anywhere else.
Reporting for Hawk TV, I'm Sophia Kraft. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Sophia. Finch will compete on April 11th at Metroplex for the Level 7 All-Around State title. We'll be right back. Welcome back. The boys soccer team just started the second half of district play. We sent it over to Reese Woodhill with the story.
The boys soccer team lost several key seniors last year. The team has had to work hard to find ways to fill the voids that were created at the end of last season.
We had a bunch of players come up from JV. They did really well last year, so we know we had some talent coming in. So it took a while to get used to all the new faces up here in fourth period, but I think Coach Pace did a good job in preparing everyone, and we've grown better, and we've been playing better every game.
We just have a lot of new faces. We start 3 sophomores and multiple juniors. It's just trying to get everyone up to the varsity speed. It's taken a while, but we're getting there. We're doing good, and we're hoping to have a great second half of the season.
With UIL redistricting, the team had to change the way they play to adjust for the longer district schedule.
We have to do a lot of conditioning during practice, a lot of miles, a lot of 2 miles, consistent running just to keep us in shape for the constant games, 2 games every week, and just hard practicing.
After finishing the first half of the season 2-3-2, the Hawks look to win more games and secure a playoff spot as they go into the second half of the season.
We've changed our formation from a 4-4-2 to a 4-5-1, and it's really helped us out. We've lost only 1 game to McKinney Boyd, and they're really good, so it's really helping us out. We hope it'll just have us get a spot in playoffs.
We've tried a new formation that attacks more and gets more people up forward so we can hopefully score more goals. That's been an issue with us for the first half of the season, so we'll see how that turns out.
The team beat Marcus earlier in the season 2-1 and looks to win again as they play away tonight at 7:30.
Well, we got a big rivalry coming up. Every Marcus game is super intense, so I think we're pretty excited for that. We'll just keep training hard and getting ready for that.
I mean, Marcus is one of our rivals. It's always a good game when we play them. We've beaten them once this year, so we know we can do it again, but it's going to be a hard-fought game. We're going to hopefully have a great week of practice. We got 2 mile Thursday, so we got to work hard on that, but just got to stay focused and go into the game ready.
Reporting for Hawk TV, I'm Reese Woodhill. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Reese. The girls' soccer team also takes on Marcus tonight at 7:30 at Hawk Stadium.
In other news, the boys' basketball team who lost on Tuesday put them in a 4-way tie for 4th place in district. They will enter a 4-way district playoff against Marcus tonight at 6 p.m. at the Colony. That's it for today's broadcast. I'm Karen Roshanali.
And I'm Spencer Rojas. Have a great rest of your day.